How y'all doing? Donald back here again, and you see we're sitting here at Legend of Zelda, and you're probably wondering what the hell am I doing here? I'm going to use this to show you an example of something that you can set up on your RetroPi. That's a neat little thing that most modern games tend to have that is obviously not present on older games. Most people probably have a love-hate relationship with this particular feature. And you can, choose not to really do this if you don't really care about them. I don't particularly care about them either. It's just interesting to see them appear in older games. So when I grab the lamp in the bottom right-hand corner here, I want you to pay attention to the top left corner of the screen. Ooh, look at that. That was an achievement. So if you're wondering how to set up achievements on here, it's actually pretty straightforward. Let me just check one thing before I do this. Okay, so I'm gonna exit back out of this. I'm going to show you the website that you have to use, or at least this is the one I think you have to use, the only one you can use to do this. So if we go over here, this is retroachievements.org. This is a site that allows you to use certain patched emulators, I believe that's how it works, to basically communicate with their API to trigger achievements to happen in certain games. If you're wondering what games they're available, there's this big old list here sorted by the console, and you can just go check them. So if I say, let's go look for Legend of Zelda, the one I was just playing, you can go and look at all of the achievements that you have and all the ones that are available. And I think it'll even tell you when, it'll even tell you when you got it. So in order to set this up, it's pretty straightforward. First thing you have to do is make an account on here and make note of what your username and password is. Once you have those, what you have to do is we have to go back to the RetroPi. We need to go over to the config. Where you do this is kind of buried. I think it might even tell you how to do this too, also on RetroPi's documentation somewhere. But I think I actually was just poking around in the configs and realized this was a thing. So we have to go into RetroArch. RetroArch, as far as I understand, is the system that's actually kind of like controlling like how all the games are being displayed through the emulators and stuff like that. So let's go in here, and this is basically all the configuration stuff for RetroArch. And I'm not sure if my face is going to be in the way. Okay, it shouldn't be. So if we go to, I believe it's settings, and we go down here towards the bottom, you will see achievements. This is how I found this. I was just kind of poking around in the settings, and I was like, ooh, what's this? Achievements? Here you'll have to put in your username and your password. Yeah. And then you can do a couple other things. It even does some of the things that you do in, say, like when you get achievements on like PS4 or Xbox, where you can like take a screenshot. This will give you more information. I think you can. There are certain, I don't know if it's all games or certain games have leaderboards you can opt into, and I'm not really sure what the hardcore is for, but essentially, this is how you set up achievements for these retro games. Once you get that set up, one thing you might have to do, and I think I had to do this the first time I installed this, was so by default, depending on what your resolution is set for to display the games, like you may see the achievement, but it's like super duper teeny tiny. And I'm trying to see if I can remember where that option is. I think it's in user interface appearance. Is that what this is? I'm checking. It might not be what I'm looking for. No, that's not what I'm looking for. What is it? Give me 1 sec to remember what it is I'm looking for. Is it video? No, that changed the aspect ratio. I'm trying to remember what I'm looking for. Not this, no. Poopy. User interface. Or maybe I saw it and I'm just dumb. On-screen display. God, I'm so okay. On-screen notifications. It's right here. So on on-screen notifications, there is a notification size. This is what I had to change to make the actual achievements appear and not be like super teeny tiny. You'll have to just fiddle with this to make sure that it is a size that I guess doesn't take up like half the screen, but it's still something you can actually read. Whenever you change any of this stuff, I'm almost pretty sure, do remember that you have to go into this and was it this? There's a, I think it's configuration, and you have to save it. So I think, is this on by default? My fat head's in the way. Go away, you. Yeah, so apparently by default, when you exit this, it does not save the config. So you either turn this on, or I believe there is a specific place you had to, is it this? No. I wish I remember how to do this stuff off the top of my head now. Anyway, you have to, oh, here it is, configuration file. If you don't have it to automatically save when you turn this off, you have to just do, like, you either create a new config or you save the config. Otherwise, all of these changes that you're doing won't actually, like, last once you're done. But that's all you got to do, as far as I remember doing, is you just have to go on retroachievements.org, sign up for an account, make sure, double check that the game you're actually wanting to play that has that you want to see if you actually have achievements actually is compatible. As you may have noticed, that list is quite large, so more than likely it is. And then you just go into RetroArch and put in your username and password, and that should be it. That should all be all you should have to do. Obviously, your Pi has to be on your network, so on like Wi-Fi or something, in order to properly communicate with the website. But after that, bam, you now have achievements on your old games. I think I believe if we go back and look at the website, if we go look at games for Super NES, some of the games even have like hard, like specific, like hard, really stupid hard achievements or something like that. I remember seeing them when I was looking at Mega Man X, I think is where I saw them. They were down here. Also, even like ROM hacks, there are even ROM hacks on here. Because I was browsing through this, and a couple of like Super Mario World ROM hacks that I recognize popped out. Yeah, so bonus. Some of these games have like bonus sets, which are like stupid hard achievements. So if you look at Mega Man X, it even says this bonus set is dedicated. It plays for super hard challenges, achievements requiring glitches, and other achievements that don't fit well are not allowed in the standard set. So what are some of these like stupid hard achievements? Well, there's ones like get through this entire level without taking damage using only the buster, stuff like that. Then some of these actually do make use of glitches. Beat the entire game without the dash upgrade. What was another one? That was it. Beat the game without letting X's health go but less than 25%. And you cannot change the weapon, and you cannot get sub tanks. Yeah, I was flipping through it and saw some of these, and I was like, holy shit, that sounds a little dumb. But here's the hacks. The one that I immediately recognized as I was going through this was, there's a Super Mario World one that I remember watching Wii Scheme play a couple days ago called, was it Super Diagonal Mario or something like that? I gotta find it. Yeah, Super Diagonal Mario 2. This has achievements. If you wanted to play this and get achievements, there you go. That's how you do it. But yeah, that's all I wanted to show you all today, was how to set up achievements for your retro games if you really wanted them to do that. If you liked the video, be sure to like and subscribe, share it. If you have any questions, if you get confused about how to set this up, just leave me a comment down below and I'll do my best to answer you. And with that, y'all come on back now, and I'll see you next time.